What's up YouTube? My name is Coen Hees and I am gonna share all my e-commerce industry knowledge with you in this series. And in this episode we're gonna talk about the top 5 webshop systems. So today I'm gonna share with you the top 5 webshop systems. Number 5 is Lightspeed. Lightspeed started with building POS systems, so the systems where you can pay with a card in a store. They grew that out a lot and they also decided to launch an e-commerce platform. We have worked with Lightspeed and the pros of the system is that it's a pretty plug and play solution. So for small to medium-sized retailers, this can be an excellent solution for you. Especially the template solutions within Lightspeed are super plug and play, low cost, low maintenance. Based upon that, it could be a good option for a retail store that has in-store stock and also wants to sell online things. Although this brings me to the next point, what are the cons of the system, is that the reliability of their headless solution and the API, we don't have that much positive experiences with. So the conclusion there is that it's a perfect starter for a relatively small company, but as soon as you have more stores, I would advise really to go for a different system. Number 4 is Magento. I think a lot of people know Magento. Magento is a robust system that has been here for a long time already. In my opinion, it's like the dinosaurs of the e-commerce platform. So the pros of Magento, since this system has been around for such a long time, it has really proven its reliability, making it a very safe option for a business to go for, which is a very big plus. Besides, the platform is already around for such a long time, so it's also very feature rich. You have a lot of features within the platform. These days, a big trend for a bit larger e-commerce companies is a headless architecture. We have worked with the headless solution of Magento, but unfortunately it wasn't really fast. So if you are a new company, for example, that is looking for an e-commerce solution, which is medium to big, I wouldn't recommend going for Magento because you would prefer to have a headless architecture these days. But if you're a small company and is starting out, I think Magento is a perfect solution. Keep in mind though, if you're gonna grow, a headless architecture is where you want to grow towards eventually. Regardless of the feedback I'm giving on the headless solution of Magento, Magento is still proven to be a very relevant player these days. I think we still have to keep an eye on Magento, how that platform is going to do over the coming years. Number 3 is WooCommerce. WooCommerce is the leading e-commerce platform worldwide with having more than 2 million stores online. It is the go-to solution for many businesses these days. So I can say a lot of good things about WooCommerce itself. It's built upon the WordPress platform, meaning it's very plug and play, it's low cost, and it's easy for you to start out with your web shop. That being said, I do think that WooCommerce is purely focused on small businesses. Also from our experience in working with the platform, as soon as you're going to grow, sell more and more products, I will advise going for a different solution. But if you're a small company or selling not that many products, WooCommerce is an excellent solution. And now we're at number 2. We're almost at number 1, and number 2 is BigCommerce. BigCommerce is a relatively new e-commerce player, but they're growing extremely rapidly. And the pros of BigCommerce is that it's really suitable for medium to big size companies. You can also use it as a small size company if you want to grow even more. But BigCommerce, in our experience, is a really good platform because it's fairly new, built on new technologies. In terms of percentages worldwide, it's gaining more and more percentage overall of systems being used. So it's really a system to look out for. There's one downside of the platform, since headless architectures are really the future of e-commerce. BigCommerce is a very API-driven platform, purely focused on headless solutions. I already talked a bit about headless solutions, but a headless solution in general is short-term a bigger investment, and long-term it will cost you less because you have a very flexible architecture, meaning you can implement a lot of extra features or microservices yourself without being too dependent on a platform. So looking at, for example, Magento templates, it's really hard to implement functionality in that by yourselves, and working with headless, it's fairly easy to place different services in it. And that's why making it BigCommerce an extremely good platform to go for. Only if you don't have that much capital to start off with, I would advise going, for example, for WooCommerce or for the number one. And number one of the top 5 is Shopify. So Shopify, in our opinion, is the best e-commerce platform out there. Shopify has almost 1.4 million stores worldwide, and this is growing and growing every single day. All sorts of companies run on it. So I told you on this channel, I'm not going to talk about drop shipping, but a lot of dropship companies do use it. A lot of medium-sized companies use it, but also a lot of big companies use it, such as Gymshark. They do hundreds and hundreds of millions in revenue. So like I said, the pros of the Shopify system, it's suitable for every business. You have template solutions, which are very easy plug and play. They have a very broad app store with a lot of plugins you can use. And they also have their headless solution. We have experience with both, and the headless solution is also very accessible. The only downside of Shopify, I could say, is that their headless solution don't work with the plugins they have. So this is on a short term more costs, but like I said, if you have a headless solution, your whole architecture is way more flexible and you can really adapt with the market. That being said, it's number one, so I don't have that much critic on number one, Shopify. So if you enjoyed this top 5 e-commerce systems, please let me know in the comments. Maybe you also have your input. What do you think is the best e-commerce system? Please let me know in the comments down below. This is our top 5 based on the experience in working with these platforms. So I really hope this video brought you some value. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, because we have a lot of interesting content coming up about starting and growing your business and everything related to e-commerce. See you next week.